and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I'm here to do the Libra November 2020 horoscope. Still a lot happening in the heavens. I know I say this every single month, but what a year we've had. You must agree. Yeah, so, and there's still a lot more to come. But the good news is that Mercury, which has been retrograde, is going direct on the 4th. And Mercury is in your sign, lovely Librans. So, you know, you should find your communications and issues with technology going a little bit more smoothly. And also Mars, which has been retrograde, is going direct on the 14th. And Mars has been in your 7th house of partnerships. So I will talk more about these as we come to them in the horoscope section. The other bit of news is that there is a lunar eclipse right at the end of the month on the 30th, and that will affect you in your 9th house, which is all about the higher mind. Okay, so I'll come to that as well. But if you're new, I'll just briefly explain what I do, because I don't do anything normally. It's not like I sit there and try and work out how can I be abnormal. It's just something that's been with me all my life. And some friends from school have just said, yes, you were our strange little friend in primary and high school. So yeah, it's just the way my mind thinks. It doesn't think in the normal way, and so we get all sorts of permutations and variations on what other people think or say or whatever. So I'm really not one for, you know, following other people or anything like that, because I like to let it come up organically and naturally, and just see where it goes. Okay, so I am a channeler, and I do some channeling at the end of every video normally. And so also what I'll do is at the beginning of this video, I'll draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month, do the horoscope, and then the channeling. So if you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, so let's go to the board and see what the cards have to say. That's your horoscope in the middle there, but we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so now you can think of these 2 cards as being the first half of the month and the second half of the month, if you like. Sometimes I think like that. But do know that there's no such thing as time in spirit. I like to have a psychic vision before I turn the cards over, so I'm closing my eyes now. Wow, this is sort of contradictory what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a beautiful shade of blue, which is all about brightness and happiness. And then I'm seeing like a sun shower on top of it, which is a shower usually means emotions like crying, and they could be tears of relief, lovely Librans. I'm a Libran too, and I know that not only Librans but many of the star signs have been struggling, and there's, you know, just so much to process with what's going on. You know, I'm one that likes to keep up with what's going on, and even I'm finding it difficult to watch YouTube or watch the TV. I'd just rather go outside and sit under a palm tree, thanks very much. Okay, so I feel like a sense of relief around you. Let's hope so. I hope so for my own personal sake. Okay, so this is a grand card that comes up, the High Priestess, all about improving your intuition, your psychic ability, really getting in touch with what's going on deep down and allowing it. This is basically, this card is all about what I just said. You know, not following other people so much, but allowing whatever comes to come up organically from deep down within, and to really let those walls down between the personality and the subconscious, because we tend to censor a lot of what comes up because it's not socially acceptable, because you don't want to, you know, normally you don't want to be the strange little friend or the strange person who is isolated, who doesn't fit in with the rest of the other people, and they just feel a bit sympathetic, so they'll talk to you or something like that. So normally we don't want to do that, but believe me, that is what the world needs. The world needs people to be who they authentically are, and if you don't fit in, it is actually a good thing. Okay, took me a long time to learn that. I reckon I was in my 40s before I figured that one out. But it's a great thing not to be the same as everybody else. Okay, this blue here, this is the beautiful blue I saw, which is all about brightness and happiness. It's also the blue that I often see with Archangel Michael and also with Mother Mary, this shade of blue. I don't know why I've got a connection with Mother Mary, because I don't even call myself a Christian. Not that I'm an anti-Christian, I'm not. I just don't want to follow what churches and organise. I don't want to follow what other people say or do, basically. And so this is the colour I often see around Mary and Archangel Michael. So this is a wonderful month. Now, having said that all about Christianity, you see here she is carrying a scroll, and it says Torah, which you probably can't read, but it's T-O-R-A, which relates to the Jewish religion, or I think it might be something to do with Kabbalah or something like that. As I say, I don't follow it, but this is saying that you can look towards other religions, you can look at everything, in fact, and learn whatever knowledge. Everybody's got something to contribute and to give. So it's good to look to others in that sense, to learn from them, but it doesn't mean that you necessarily follow every single word that they say as gospel truth, okay? And with this energy, you'll know the difference between what is gospel truth and what is just a whole lot of man-made rules, especially if you're a woman. You know, so sick and tired of men telling us what to do. And I'm married. So my husband had to learn that. If he wants me to do so, he has to ask me and suggest it rather than just tell me, because it doesn't work. Okay, second half of the month, what do I see? That one. Okay, closing my eyes now. I get a beautiful shade of cherry, pinky, reddy colour. And so this is like something that's mature, but it's beautiful in its maturity. This is probably like, you know, the vast majority of people listening to this video, in fact, or this live stream, you know, probably 35 to 65 years of age, that type of thing. This has got a maturity and a wisdom about it, this colour that I'm looking at. And it's okay to put pink and red together. I must tell you that. I discovered that too. They actually go really good together. So don't get into that sort of thing of, oh no, pink and red shouldn't go together, blue and green shouldn't be seen unless there's a colour in between type of rubbish. Blue and green are fabulous, and pink and red are fabulous too. And so put whatever colours you want. And when I'm referring to colours, I'm talking about energies. I'm talking about your personality, whatever it is, the different parts of you that come up, that people say, well, you know, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that, and they try to slot you into a role, okay? You're whatever you want to be, okay? And some of you want to be nurturers, and that is fantastic. This is about nurturing other people, a 10 of Cups, okay? Often it is to do with family, but it doesn't have to be to do with family. But here we have a beautiful, motherly, nurturing energy that is giving to other people. And that's so important these days, you know, because so many of us missed out when we were growing up. And, you know, it leaves like a hole in your soul, and then you try to fill it with other things. So that might be work, there might be men or women, relationships, sex, drugs, alcohol, any number of things. Money is like, oh my God, that's like the God, isn't it, in this day and age? And so when really we just wanted love and attention all the time, okay, and that's what we need. So if you can give some kindness, some love, some comfort to other people, that's a wonderful thing, and that's what the world needs, okay? If you're wondering what your mission in life is, see if that's right for you. Love and attention and kindness. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's the tarot card part. And now what I'm going to do is look at your horoscope. Okay, so I'm just going to put that up there so you can see it more clearly. There we go. Alrighty. So, 21st of October to the 21st of November, Sun in your second house here. This is all about your finances. It's also things like things that you value, things that you believe in, lovely Librans. So, money, possessions, financial security, and your value system are now your focus. If you've had money problems, you might see the light at the end of the tunnel now. So, Sun usually brings insight and awareness to a situation, and it can also bring happiness when you see a way out of problems. 27th of October to the 10th of November, Mercury in your first house here. It's time to speak out and express your beliefs. Sorry, I just got to have a drink there. Express your beliefs. Let your message get out and listen to other people as well. So you don't want to be so focused that you're really putting your message out there and not listening. You know, it's a two-way street. A relationship or a conversation is a two-way street. 27th of October to the 21st of November, Venus in your first house. This is beautiful. You could be concerned with your appearance, okay? Maybe you want to buy some new clothes or, you know, really beautify your appearance, how you are in the outside world. Excuse me, coughing. It's very dusty here. This gives you a desire for harmony and beauty. You can be very persuasive by using charm and gentleness. Pleasure and affection are important to you right now. 27th of October to the 11th of November, Mars conjuncts Mars gives you a strong desire to make a fresh start and strike out on your own. Physical energy, willpower and courage are stronger now, and you're looking for freedom and independence, okay? And this energy will help give you that. 30th of October to the 7th of November, Mercury squares Saturn. Alrighty, so you could be feeling a bit gloomy or pessimistic. You see the flaws in other people's plans, and you could also doubt yourself as well. There might be frustration in conversations with other people, so you may tend to keep your thoughts to yourself for a little while. That's okay for a little while, just don't make a regular habit of not speaking up. 9th of November to the 1st of December, Mercury then moves into your second house here, finances and value systems, and you'll be talking a lot about your finances and whatever it is you value. It's a good idea to speak to a professional, maybe, you know, a financial planner or someone like that to get some advice. But as I said before, let it come up, you know, get in touch with yourself and let things come up and sort of work those in with whatever the financial planner suggests. You know, don't just accept in bulk everything that, you know, he or she says. So 5th of November to the 17th of November, Jupiter conjuncts Pluto gives you a strong need for personal recognition and success. These are key issues right now. You want to better yourself and be more independent. There's success coming with greater freedom and prosperity. Yay! Jupiter conjuncts Pluto. Wow, that's just huge, okay? So it means basically your life is expanding in some way. 20th of November to the 15th of December, Venus in your second house here. So you could be very tempted to spend lavishly. Do be careful not to fritter away dollars on useless things. But it is a great time to invest in beautiful things that appreciate and value, such as art and jewellery. 20th of November to the 21st of December, Sun in your third house here. Okay, so this is about communications, study, your local area, your distant family and your siblings. You could have a very busy time communicating with all people around you locally. There's lots of errands locally in your local area. Perhaps you're thinking about study. It's a good time to chat with friends and neighbours. And even if you do engage in chit-chat, and then you think later, oh, that was a waste of time, it's really not, because it's helping the relationship. Okay, 14th of November, new moon in your second house brings a new beginning around finances. So if you've had some financial issues, you may think of ways to, help the situation with your budgeting. It's sort of a bit of a lucky sort of influence in that it brings a new start, brings a new impulse of energy into your life. Okay, so that'll be good. So 26th of November to the 6th of December, Jupiter conjunct Saturn. It's time to make a major decision and change your life. There's some difficulty in deciding what to let go of and what to keep, okay? You could change jobs, relationships, or even relocate, but you're like a snake shedding its skin. You're growing, okay? And it's time to be free and fly. 26th of November to the 7th of December, Jupiter squares Mercury, and again, planning big future changes for your life. You're full of enthusiasm and optimism. It is important to keep your feet on the ground, at least one foot on the ground. You can let the other foot go up into the cosmos so you can feel inspired. But yeah, this is an important time for big changes. 30th of November, there's a full moon lunar eclipse in your 9th house of the higher mind here. You may be thinking about traveling or again studying, and it's about not getting caught in details but looking at the big picture, so you can really feel that freedom that wants to come into your life. Invite the freedom and the independence into your life. It's a time of larger life vistas. Okay, so now I'm going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you, lovely Librans, for the month of November 2020. Okay, so I see across here Jesus on the cross. I don't know why this, in this particular horoscope and reading, there is a fair bit of symbolism around Christianity, and I've spoken about it twice already, and here it is again, Jesus on the cross. And I see the whole cross with Jesus going up into the sky. So there's been a big sacrifice that you've made deep down in your subconscious. My crown chakra is now burning, and there's all lots of little hot dots on the top of my head. A big sacrifice that's been made in the past, and you didn't even know that you'd made this sacrifice. Maybe it was before this lifetime, and that's why you don't know. But it is rising up out of your subconscious now and coming into the sky, which is your mind, the sky of mind. So you're going to become aware of the sacrifice that you've made. And that might be the tears, because it's like, oh my God, I've done all of this, and for what? So it'll be interesting to know what exactly it is that you've sacrificed. Now it's changed, and I see like a mine, and there's miners down there mining, digging, and they're digging for gold, and there's veins of gold in this mine. So the rewards, even though you have made a huge sacrifice, the rewards are coming to you anyway, at least on a spiritual level. But I do suspect there is physical reward as well. See, you thought you were doing the right thing by taking a certain action, and in one way it was, but not necessarily how you thought. So you're going to change direction in your life now, and maybe focus a little bit more on yourself. Okay, so you might have been doing things to help other people, and maybe you've been doing that too much. Okay, so you've got to start looking, pulling your energy in and looking at how much you're going to give out to other people, because I feel like unconsciously you just unconsciously give without thinking about it, but somehow that's leaving you short, feeling drained, a lack of energy, and that sort of thing. So, and it's affecting your health. I really do think that it's affecting your health. Now the cross is no longer a cross, it's just a vertical piece of old timber that I can see, ancient timber. So I think I've covered that. I think what I've just said is accurate, because I can see this big piece of wood just going up into the sky now. It doesn't have the horizontal cross, and it doesn't have Jesus on the cross anymore. And like, he already gave his life. What do we want to do? Keep sacrificing when he's already done it? It doesn't even make sense. Okay, anything else for lovely Librans this month in November? I see something going around and around. Yeah, part of life is like rats on a treadmill, going around and around and going around in circles, and I feel like you're going to stop that and get very specific about how you use your time and energy with other people. Okay, so that's it, lovely Librans. That's what I see for you for November. I hope you've found this helpful in some way. Leave me a comment. Let me know, can you relate to anything that I've said today? That would be fabulous. Okay, in the meantime, have a wonderful month. And if you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell right now. Okay, I shall see you again soon, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.